I believe you have an interview to do.
Oh, I'm so very sorry.
Oh, yes. Let's start. King Philip, I heard so much about you. Let's start off with this first question. Where were you born?
I was born in Valladolid, a very great place. It was a great place to grow up. It influenced my life greatly.
Next question. What kind of relationship do you have with Charles V? And how are your views different and similar?
Well, I am the son and the heir to Charles V. But unlike my father, I am deep into the Spanish culture. But we are both great leaders, and that's what makes us similar.
I have heard you've been called many names, good and bad. What's the name that refers to you?
People most often call me the most Catholic king for the causes that I fought for.
I know you reigned for a long time, but exactly how long did you reign?
Well, I reigned from 1556 to 1598 of great years of service to my country for a great cause.
How many wives did you have? Can you please explain to me each one of them, please?
Well, I had 4 wives. They were all beautiful in their own ways. And I had kids with 3 of my 4 wives. My first wife was Maria Manuela. She was the Princess of Portugal. My second wife was Mary I of England. I did not have any kids with her. My third wife, Elizabeth, I had 5 kids with her. And my fourth wife, Anne of Austria, I also had 5 kids with her. So to answer your question, I had many wives and I had many kids.
What health problem that affected the population of Spain during your reign?
During the time in which I lived, disease carried up to 50% of the children in the royal nursery. It is a very hard topic for me to talk about. Sorry.
How well do you think you did as the ruler of Spain?
I feel I brought Spain to the very top until we went bankrupt for military purposes, in which I cannot go into detail about because of the secrets that we had.
What specifically did you use the money on?
We used it on the Spanish Armada to defeat England, which was a Protestant nation. But in the end, our monies went boom. All of our money was gone.
So, I heard your father, King Charles V, left you with a considerable amount of debt. How much exactly was this?
Well, my father, Charles V, he left me with a considerable amount of debt. 36 million ducats.
So, King Philip II, I had a question. When did you die?
I died September 13th, 1598. It was an awful day in my life.
RIP.
What's up? Hey.
Phillip from Spain. Dude, is there anybody who can ask me questions?
Dude, you're just gonna ask yourself questions.
I'm King Phillip.
Do this. Yeah, I like it.
Dude, I'm King Philip. I did nothing. Just sat around in the chair. Just did my rosary. It's plastic.
Awesome. Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't waste.
King Philip, I've heard so much about you. I want to learn more about you. Let's start. Well, when was the first time you were born?
First time.
My second wife was Mary I of England. I did not have any kids with her. My third wife was Elizabeth. There's no way. Half of that has to be cut. Stop.
What the
Half of that.
You go. Bleep that out.
what kind of relationship do you have with Charles V, and how are your views different and similar?
Well, I am the son and heir of Charles V.
Oh, really?
And unlike my father, that's such a, wait. How did I go before?
You should do like it, you move.
I've heard that you've called... I've heard you've called an... I'm the tongue twister guy.
Wait. I've heard you're called third wife, Elizabeth. I had a kid with her. No, I had more than one, so I had 5 kids.
What health problem that affected the population of Spain during your reign?
Well, up to 50% of the children in the nursery of the royal family just stopped. During the time in which I lived, disease carried up to 50% of the children in the royal nursery. No, dude, you have to look at me.
Oh, sorry. How well do you think you did as the ruler of Spain?
Well, I brought Spain to its highest peak of power, in which we ruled mass amounts of land. Is that true?
Actually, Spain went bankrupt.
No, but they reached their highest point of power.
Until we got
It went bankrupt because you sent the Spanish Armada.
Until we got bankrupt.
Yeah. No, okay, I'm gonna say I feel I brought Spain to the very top until we went bankrupt for military what?
Purposes.
I heard that your father, Charles V, gave you a reasonable amount of debt. How much did that debt was exactly?
That was death. Debt.
Your father, Charles V, gave you a reasonable amount of debt.
Did you get that?
You want to do that again for us, Martin?
Okay.
All right.
Your father, Charles V.
Okay, get out. I'm asking the question. That'll be funny. I'm just gonna randomly pop into this. So I heard you say.
My father left me with a considerable amount of debt. 36 million ducats. Dude, come on. Well, my father, Charles V, he left me with a considerable amount of debt. 36 million ducats with a annual annual deficit. We don't need that part.
Okay, that's it.
No, yeah.